Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the mobile app coaching. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. The last trading day of the week, and it's a doozy. I think that going forward, Joey and I have been talking. I think going forward, everything on the channel just needs to be Nvidia. Yeah, and welcome to Glenvidia. Yeah. Welcome to Glenn. It's just going to be all about, it seems like that is the hottest thing in the planet right now. Ryan did a great video about a potential stock that could challenge Nvidia. And I'm sure he's going to have a lot more videos about that as he gets more deeply, goes deeper in researching that. And guess what? Tonight's video is all about something along the lines, Joey and I came up with a title, should you still be holding Nvidia stock? How many of you still are holding Nvidia? Type of 1. All right, let's start off there. How many of you are still holding Nvidia? Type of 1. And you don't want to miss tonight's video because it's going to be all about should you still be holding Nvidia? And man, I put a lot of little, I told you how I felt about the stock. But what's up, JD? I want you to go there you go. That's one of the things, Benj. Doing covered calls and diagonals. I am still, I'm a perma bull on Nvidia. I'm a perma bull on Nvidia. So make sure, Jazz said he lost 15K. That's why you got to watch tonight's video, Jazz. You got to watch tonight's video. What's up, Kiwi? Meow. You got to watch tonight's video. All right, so I laid out a plan. If you own Nvidia, what to do. All right, what to do. All right, so that's going to be tonight's video. I think our videos this week about Nvidia are killing it. In the Nvidia I own, Bill, you're right, is NVDL. I don't own Nvidia, I own NVDL. We love the clickbait. Taboola, this is what it's not clickbait, it's what it's all about. Nvidia, Nvidia, Nvidia. You know, it makes me go back to the days of the Brady Bunch. Marsha. You know, so this is all about Nvidia, Nvidia, Nvidia. That's what it's all about. All right, so we're going to spend a little time talking about it. I'm going to still give my insights on it. As I said, I'm a perma bull on it. I am a perma bull on it. So, I'll talk about it. But then there's a lot of stocks perma bull on Nvidia too, says Bill. That's what I got going on. Looks like the alert hit. We ain't got a lot of people today. That's all right. It's all right. Whether it's one person or 1,000 people, I'm always going to be here to help VV Nation make money. That's what it's all about. NVIDIA acting like Intel of the early 1990s. Hello, VV Nation. Glenn, what's up, Greg? All right. Let me look at what's going on. As we can see, we got a mixed market today. So for those of you who may be brand new to the channel, we do have a mobile app, as you can see on your screen. I'm not using the desktop at all. I'm using just my iPad, all right? And everything that we're going to do for this session comes right out of the iPad. So as you open up the home page of the mobile app, I'm looking at all of the major indices. The Dow is down. The NASDAQ is up about 0.2. NVIDIA is up. I'm still in it. I'll talk to you a little bit more about that. The S&P is slightly up. The composite's down. The Russell 2000 is down 0.3. Oil, look at this. Oil's getting its butt kicked. I'm tired of talking about oil. But oil is down 2.5%. The dollar is up, UUP, up about 0.3. Gold, normally when the dollar is up, gold is down. There's gold down, JNUG, KGC. Mortgages and two ETFs for mortgages, MORT down a little bit today. REM slightly up. And then we look at the natural gas. I've got boil and cold. Man, I'm still trying to figure out a way to have the time to day trade these. I think, this is what I'm thinking. Joey, tell me what you think. I think that if you got a big enough portfolio, you can make a daily move on natural gas, whether bullish or bearish, if you throw about $10,000 behind either one of those. You're almost guaranteed, you look at the market open, you're almost guaranteed to make money every single day. Interesting.
I'm in.
You're in? I'm thinking that in the company portfolio, I think I'm going to take $10,000 and then hold it to the end of the day and just do it again. Hold it to the end of the day and do it again. I'm going to try it.
Let's put 5 and 5. I'll give you 5, you put 5 for real money.
Okay, I think we can do that. You only just putting 5 for real money? That's it?
Well, you said we need 10.
No, I'm just thinking about 10. Yeah, we can try to do that. I'm just interested. But you'll notice that the BOIL is the bullish side. Natural gas, cold, KOLD is the bearish side. And they work right in conjunction. One is up, one is down. And I'm trying to think about what I'm trying to do with natural gas. Glenn, are you going? No, what is it? That is what I'm doing now, Glenn, with Nvidia. So there's a good way to play Nvidia if you want to do the same kind of thing. Maybe you play in NVDL, and like Ryan showed last night with ETFs. 2 nights ago with ETFs, NVDD. I'm wondering. Anybody willing to do some testing on that? Right now with Nvidia, NVDL on the up days, NVDD on the down days. Interesting. All I'm just saying is just idea. That's all it is. Just an idea. The FANG stocks are going up today, up almost 2%. Very interesting. What did Bill say? Bill says 2-time leverage holding Nvidia. Okay, there you go. Prakash, I want you to test it. Don't put no money behind it. I want you to test it. JD says start small and start adding to the one that continues to go higher. All I'm doing is putting an idea out there. You know me, I'm all about trying to bring something new to the table every day. Every day I do a live stream, I'm trying to bring something new to the table. All right, we're looking at the market timing. All of our market timing is up today. I have a spinner today. It's green, so you can't see it. If you see me spinning, you can't see it. It's because it's with the green background. The DEW is up, green light buyer, primary wave, everything is up, which should be good for Nvidia, but Nvidia is almost in a world of its own. Do you know that with the move for the last couple of days, it's outside of the $3 trillion market cap? It's at 2.9. It's at 2.9. So the move to the downside is definitely hurting Nvidia to the downside. Spinner is a rude term. Is it really? It was a group called the Spinners. How is that a rude term? Sorry, I'm putting it down. I'm not trying to get canceled. I don't even know what I did.
Fidget spinner.
It's a fidget spinner. I don't know. I missed your comment earlier. I joined a bit late. I was just talking about Nvidia, Karosh, how I'm a perma bull on it, but I think that there's ways to help absorb the price decline. Again, watch tonight's video. RT is red. Watch tonight's video. BTCZ. You talking about Bitcoin, Jerry? It is starting to move. I saw a story yesterday. PayPal and some crypto company are in cahoots with each other. I don't know. You know how I feel about crypto, JD. You know how I feel about crypto. So all of the market timing is up. Let's go look at the guidance from last night. After the move yesterday in the market, the guidance says Wall Street ended the choppy session mixed as investors digested round of tepid earnings releases. With 2 green lights, and this is getting us prepared for today, prudent investors may buy stocks long. What? Only if the market moves convincingly. Did you see that word? Convincingly higher tomorrow. Are we convincingly higher? Well, mixed market is not convincingly, right? Let's go back. Convincingly is not a mixed market. The Dow is down, the IXIC or the NASDAQ is up, the S&P is up. They're both up 0.2 or more, right? It's just the Dow. Interesting. All right, let's go back to the newsletter. And again, as a VectorVest subscriber, you get this analysis every day. Prudent investors may buy stocks long if the market moves convincingly higher tomorrow. Aggressive investors and traders should play the market with a bias to the upside. All right, so PayPal is going cryptos. Yeah, I did the story yesterday. I am in PayPal in a different account. I own it. I'm up. I'm pushing like 3% up, and I've only been in it for a couple of days. So I like the move. PayPal, I'm not liking it because of the crypto move. I'm liking it because it's moving up. What else is in here? That's the guidance going into today. More yellow in the color guard than anything. Bill is right. It's not convincingly. We got more yellow than anything, so I love to use the color guard to gauge what I should be doing with my portfolio. I should still continue to be cautious. All right? When the days the market is up, I take advantage of that. The days the market's down, I take advantage of that. But I'm not backing up the truck in either way. I'm managing my portfolio. On a day like today, from a day trade perspective, still more stocks going down. 44.6% of the stocks in the database are going down. 43.1% is going up. So still a slight edge to the bears today as far as stocks moving. All right. I'm just going straight to it. Let's just go look at Nvidia. Let's go look at Nvidia. There it is. That's a one-year chart. And as a VectorVest subscriber, when you open up a graph, this is the primarily the graph you see, right? We look at the stocks moving over the last year. On here, I've got moving averages. Hold on. What moving averages do I have? I have a 3, an 8, and a 20 simple. Now, interesting, as you look at my 3-month graph, for those people who are still holding Nvidia, what do? You trade with the chart, not your heart. You trade with your chart, not your heart. Where is Nvidia right now? The 3 went below the 8. For a trader, that's not a bad way to take half off the table. It's not a bad way to take half off the table when the 3 went below the 8. That would happen 2 days ago, right? It's still above the 20. The 20 does a good job. Put this on a one-year graph. The 20-day moving average does a good job showing trend, longer-term trend on the stock. Look back here where the stock stayed above the 20 for a while. All right, looking back here when the stock stayed above the 20 for a while. Once it broke down, that was a good opportunity to get out, wait for it to go back above the 20 right about here, blah, 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 blah. We are still, put this back on a 3-month graph, we are still above the 20. So for those of you who are still holding, I'm okay. I'm not mad at you. For those of you who are like, yo, I want to take some profit off the table, when the 3 went below the 8, that was your opportunity to do so. All right? Now, we're at a level of resistance up at the top right here too, right? What do you do for that? Well, if I'm a long-term player of Nvidia, I could start selling covered calls. As soon as when the 3 went below the 8, that was a good time to protect the play, especially if you don't want to get rid of the stock. Buy a protective put. Same situation when the 3 went below the 8. All right? That helps to absorb some of this move. We're trying to get a little bit of rebound today, but we got this level of now support. Now resistance that we can break back above. There's a lot going on news-wise. A lot of people feel that big money is losing interest in Nvidia because the bar is set too high. I saw a comment in one of the live streams that said that Nvidia is going to go down to 90. I don't think that happens. Right now, it's trading at 118.58. I think the value on the stock, let's go back. The value on the stock is fully valued. The value is at 116.92. The stock is coming in to hopefully going below its value. If that happens with how powerful this stock is, all right, how powerful this stock is. Akshay, don't spam it. I got you. I'm going to answer your question in a second. With how powerful the stock is, I think once the stock goes under its value, it's going to be a huge rebuying opportunity. I think that big money sees, looking over the last year, look at that, bottom left, top right, stock's price has gone up. Not only that, you know why I'm so bullish on the stock as well? Whether it was on Twitter or whether it was in a newsletter, Dr. DeLito started talking about Nvidia back on December 9th of 2016. He wrote it in one of his essays. Do you know that since the time when Dr. DeLito first started talking about Nvidia, the stock is up over 5,100%, 5,100% since Doc first started talking about Nvidia. The stock is still, in my mind, a powerhouse stock. It ain't going nowhere. It is a leader in the AI space. It's a leader in the chip space. It's a leader in the GPU space. Leaders don't get smacked. Not with the Blackwell being sold in the fourth quarter. Nvidia goes down. I will buy some more. I know you don't believe this, Glenn, but I think Nvidia is an exception. And Ramor, I like for you guys to give me your insights. I like for you guys to give me your insights. I feel what I feel. That doesn't mean that what I say is etched in stone. All I'm doing is presenting the case why I'm a perma bull on it. What's good, Glenn? I've been on the sidelines because I need new roof. Don't want to lose that, but love all your content and trying to stay informed for when I get back in. You got it, Asa. All right, so Ramor, I think that the rumors were they weren't going to be selling the chips until March of next year. They said that they're going to still be selling the chips in Q4. I think that that's a positive sign. I think that that's a positive sign. All right, Nvidia is goated. You think that it's already goated, Jerry, and no more? Is that what it is? Or is it got more to go? Thanks for the open mind, Glenn. Of course, Ramor. I want you guys to chime in. Whether you agree with me or not, I want you guys to chime in because otherwise it'd just be me talking. Akshay is asking, do I stick to my $200 target? Yes. I think that the stock is, again, sitting at 118.75. It's up about 1% today. I'll take that. They make plenty of money. That's what matters. Absolutely. Absolutely. His interview with Bloomberg was good. I did not see that, Koresh. I did not see it. Trade with the heart. Trade with the chart, not with your heart. You stole that phrase from a viewer who said it yesterday. Tabula. Absolutely. I did. But I let them know that I was going to be using it. Oh, the Nvidia CEO, you got it. I told the person, Joey, didn't I let them know I was going to use it? It's not like I stole it. I already let them know that I was using it. Joey sleep. Okay. So, I didn't hear. Nobody heard you.
Oh my God!
Well, stop. You sound like me. You can't do. You sound like me. Yeah, you do. Glenn, do you think Nvidia is similar to Cisco, to when Cisco went public in the early 1990s? I don't think. I think that when you look at Nvidia, a lot of people like to liken the whole idea of the AI to the dot-com bubble. I say no to that because the AI stocks, unlike the dot-com bubble stocks, the AI stocks are making money. The AI stocks are making, the dot-com stocks did not. Glenn, when do you see Nvidia at $200? You want to hear my real opinion? By the end of the year. By the end of the year. If Nvidia goes down, I don't care where it goes. I'm buying Temple. That is that. I hear you. Simple as that. I think that's what you meant to say. I think by the end of the year. And that's me being super aggressive. I'm not going to lie. I know that that's an aggressive number for a short amount of time. That's an aggressive number for a short amount of time. So, wow, Walter says, I will buy Nvidia at 105.25. Exactly. Well, okay, so that's what I'm looking at. Again, watch tonight's video. Akshaya says, that's called conviction. I'm just being honest. I want you guys to watch tonight's video. I got a lot more to talk about when it comes down to Nvidia and if you should still be holding Nvidia right now. All right. So the first part of this session today, I told you the alert was Nvidia, because that's what seems to be the news. All right. That seems to just be the news. So I wanted to just jump on that. It just makes sense. Joey says, Nvidia. I said, use it. Joey was like, you really? I was like, yep. Use it. Reported beating earnings, but the price is too high. And Lou, I think that the expectations, the bar is set so high on Nvidia that it was almost unrealistic for them to hit. They made a lot of money. They made a lot of money, but it was just short of what the street wanted. And so they're getting beat up for it. The earnings growth on it is huge. They beat earnings, they beat revenue, and the guidance. That's what I was concerned about. The guidance was what I was wanting for. Any chats with Steve on Nvidia? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you're asking, Charles. You think Palantir will be the next Nvidia? Yep. I've been trying to wait to make that a video. I'm just not ready to do it yet. But I think that Palantir is the next Nvidia as far as what it can do based upon all of the contracts that they've gotten, where there's a 1-year graph on them, bottom left, top right, rising earnings per share. Down today, who cares? I own Palantir. I don't want anybody to ever think that I am pumping a stock. I always let everybody know what stocks I do own. All right. So I am, and Prakash is right. Nvidia reported no, when is it? I just saw it. Nvidia is helping people with the processing speed. There it is. Nvidia helping AI and processing speed. You know, we're still in the beginning stages. We're still in the infancy stages of AI. I don't think people realize that. We're still in the infancy stages of AI. With that being said, folks, Palantir and Nvidia, and there's a lot of other stocks, will play an important role as it develops. You and Steve during the day, Nvidia ever discuss? Do we ever discuss it? Nvidia, we talk about it. I think Steve thinks that big money is starting to lose conviction in Nvidia. I don't. I don't agree with that. I just think that it's being pulled back so that the big money can get into it. AI is nothing new than progress of computer use. And as computers get better, Prakash, AI is going to get better. AI has been around for ages. It's only recently become a buzz. So why is that the case? Because computers are getting better. As they're getting better, the technology is allowing AI to advance. So you're right, AI has been around a long time. Why is it able to advance? Because technology is catching up to a point to get AI to a different level. Yeah, it's been around a long time. Why are we talking about it more now? Because the event of computers getting better, GPUs, CPUs, that's why AI is getting more buzz. AI is just code. I ain't getting into that. I don't know. I don't know. I ain't getting into that. Nvidia has a CUDA. I don't know what a CUDA code is. A Q code? Hey, how you doing, code? Which is significantly better than its competitors. It's got a Q code. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. All right, so Palantir is another big stock for me in the AI space. Let's go put this on a 3-month graph. The 3 went below the 8, but bounced off of that level of support. I still own PLTR. I love the bounce off support. I'm waiting to see if the 3 can go back above the 8, but over the last 3 months, you got the bottom left to the upper right, not at the 3-month high. MACD went negative for those traders. You may want to take some of that profit off the table. I am not doing that right now. I got to stop on Nvidia, on Palantir, but I'm not touching it yet. I'm not touching it yet. Today's session, again, I am really honing in on the AI stuff because I think it's important. Hold on. I want to see AI stocks and ETFs. Notice I've got a watch list, and this is why it's so important, why you guys create as many watch lists as you need to stay on top of what's moving. But my AI stocks and ETFs, first thing I can see is RT is below 1. My AI stocks are getting hit with the RT below 1. Glenn, what do you think about Dell and CrowdStrike? Peter, I'm going to give you an opportunity to pick some stocks in a minute. I'm not going to be on for a full hour today because I just really wanted to hone in on AI, on Nvidia, because I think closing out the week, this has been a tough week. Everybody was looking for the AI report on Wednesday. It happened, and now the markets responded. Michael says, won't competitors have a say in what happens with Nvidia? Yes. So I like that question, Michael. What competitor is anywhere near close to Nvidia, Michael? What competitor is anywhere near close to Nvidia when it comes to chips, when it comes to GPUs? And I love that question. And that's, yes, they will have a say. The competition is out there. Will that chew and eat into what Nvidia's got to do? A little bit, but not enough. ARM is a good play, but do you really want to, let's go look at that. Let's go back to watch this. Let's go look at ARM. Give me another one. ARM, TSM. Let's go look. Oh, Sugarfoot. Let's go look at ARM. All right. ARM. Anywhere near graph-wise, look at the relative value, relative safety. Relative safety is below 1. Remember on Nvidia, fundamentally sound, really good with relative value, relative safety. Let's go look at TSM. Taiwan Semi, I like that as well. Taiwan Semi, look at that equity curve. Will it compete? Look at that. Also fairly valued. Relative value 1.29, relative safety 1.4, rising earnings. Looks a lot like what Nvidia's graph looks like. They both threw chips. A lot of people, you got to get a lot of chips through TSM. TSM is the heart of the whole operation. I'm with you on that. But then let's go look at, where's the market cap? 879 billion. Whereas the market cap on Nvidia is sitting at 3 trillion. AMD, let's go peep that out. All right, I'm just presenting the case. I wanted to know what stocks you thought could be better. AMD, bottom, look at the equity curve. Price action doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy about it, does it? Look at the pullback on it. I think the U.S. would go to war over and we will go to war over TSM. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, I'm not going to get political, but there's no way that we let Taiwan get taken. And nobody wants a war, but Johnny says AMD probably the next best competition. I think I'm with TSM, probably the next best competition. I look at AMD. Let me go look at the market cap. 236 billion. Nobody's got the money. Nobody's got the value that Nvidia has. Just look at that, right? Everybody's looking at that. I'm looking at the market cap. I'm looking at the valuations. AMD overvalued. TSM and Nvidia are now fairly valued. All right, let's go look at SMCI. SMCI has got a road to come back on. Because of the Hindenburg deal, because of the whole Hindenburg deal, they got, Lucy, you got some explaining to do. That's what's going on with SMCI right now. Lucy, you got some explaining to do. The Hindenburg report comes out, the stock gets hit, and then they delay their annual reporting. Troy says, Glenn, how bad will SMCI get the news this week? Not in it, but keeping an eye on them. I don't, if there's some investigation as to the Hindenburg release, then guess what? They're going to be investigated, and they're going to have to answer the questions. And if they can't, this could be really, really bad for SMCI. Something's going on because the story comes out, the stock gets hit, and then they turn around and say, "Oh yeah, we need a little bit more time. We need a little bit more time to get our reporting done." Jeff says, "You know who's making the AI chip? Apple. Project ACDC announced in May. Apple way behind the. You know who else is way behind the curve? Intel. Intel is way behind the curve. ASML. ASML and TSM are in cahoots with each other. My son works for ASML, but works under a department of Taiwan Semi. Taiwan Semi sent my kid to Taiwan for a couple of months to get used to the culture, how they do things, because he's an engineer over one of the lithograph machines at ASML. So, yeah, Apple I like. I don't think of them as competitor. I don't think of them as a competitor to Nvidia. AVGO was up there. Who gave me that? Michael. The overvalued, where's his market cap? 745 billion. All right, 745 billion. As I go through these stocks, no other stock that you've given me has got the same market value like Nvidia. Now, if I'm going down the list, I like, if I'm looking beyond Nvidia, I like TSM. I do like AMD. I like ASML. I do like those companies. But when I say that Nvidia is a powerhouse, you'll hear me say this over and over and over and over again. I ain't just whistling Dixie. Wow, your gets to travel the world. Yeah, my actually, and I've got my daughter who's getting ready to turn, I think, 30 this year for her birthday in September. She's in Singapore right now. My kids love to travel. Now, the reason why my son was in Taiwan is because he works for ASML and Taiwan sent him over there. So, but my daughter is in Singapore right now. I love that my kids are just getting to see the world, getting to see the world. All right, hey, thank you for the conversation in answering the question of um, what stocks out there are really competitors to Nvidia. I've already presented my case, but I'm open to everything that you guys have to say. I don't think anything that you said was wrong or bad or anything. But I love the conversations. Let's go look at Apple. I own Apple right now. I do own AAPU. I do own AAPU. I like the move most recently. Put this on a 3-month graph. You know, broke above this level of resistance. Still above it. The 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in play. Now, the MACD is running lower. All right, the MACD is running lower. Ryan had one last night that's not public yet. Yeah, I gave him that story yesterday. Actually, Wednesday. I gave him that story on Wednesday. And he used it in his video last night. Keep your eye on that stock, man. That could actually be a Nvidia killer. Question is, do I buy it today? No, I don't. And I'll tell you why. I put this on a 1-month graph. Look at yesterday's candle. Yesterday's candle was a little bit of a shooting star with follow through today. The 3, if you own it, leave it alone. The 3 is still above the 8, and they're both above the 20. I own it. I own AAPU. I own it. I leave it alone. But if you're not in it, you know, Akshay, I'm never going to tell you to buy a stock on a down day. All right, so it's a down day today. I would not buy it today. All I'm telling you is that on a 3-month graph, I do like the move of the stock above that level of resistance. I just like to see it move higher. MACD is still positive, but pulling back. It could be losing some momentum. But I'd really like to see if they can take out that high of 237.23. Right now, it's just $10 up. See Ryan's video, read up on Ryan's pick. Ryan's video last night was freaking a good pick. It was a good stock. Go check that out. It could really give Nvidia a run for the money. If you hadn't watched it, please go back and watch it. All right. What time is it, Joey? 12:30. You know what I'm going to do? I told you I'm not going to stay for the whole hour today. I wanted to spend a lot of time on AI stocks and on Nvidia. I think that the alert made everything I wanted to make happen. All right, so this is what we're going to do now. Now we're going to look at your stocks. We're going to go look at your stocks. I've got a freaking, how do I do this? Watch list. Where's the plus sign? Where's the plus sign? Let's go put some stocks in here. I don't want to look at stocks that we've already looked at. I thought Ryan's pick is still a private company. It is, but it's going to IPO. He's going to keep his eye on it, IPO. All right, Jeff. All right, ULS. ULS. Okay. I'm not putting Pats because I know you. ASML. All right, we'll put that up there. Fix. FIX. Cerebras. It's not out yet. Cerebras is not out yet. ITA. That was the video last night. IESC. AX. Is that American Express? That's not American Express. It's Axos. Yeah. Can we look at Sirius? SIRI. Where am I? Did I miss it? No, Progressive. That's a really good stock. AOSL. Progressive was already. IESC is up there already. GAAL. I don't have that. Lumen. I did like that stock. I played that stock for a little bit. USAP. ATI, HEI, HICO. Will Ryan or you let us know about any IPOs? Yep, they will. He will. He said it in his video that he's gonna let you know. CXDO. That's 15 stocks. I got 15 stocks here. Create a watch list. What's today's date? 8/30/24. Customer picks. All right, let's go check it out. Oh, GGAL. Sorry about that. Let me see. I got time. I might. How many likes? We didn't get enough likes. I still gave you 15 stocks anyway. We only have 52 likes. I still gave you 15 stocks. All right. The beautiful thing. Watch Monday's video as well. We're going to be closed on Monday, but I've got the 5th video of the navigation series coming out on Monday, which talks about watch lists. All right, so make sure you check out Monday's video as well. We may not be here, but we still got content for you. ISC is at the top of the list in this watch list with a VST of 1.6, and Lumen's at the bottom of the list with a VST of 0.70. As you guys gave me all of the stocks, you can now see where each and every one of your stocks sit by design compared to everybody else's. All right. Ramor, you're probably not going to give me 150 likes today. So I think the 50, I did good. I gave you 15 stocks. I still give you 15 stocks. Why? Because it's Friday. Friday, did it. Thank God it's Friday. What? Hamza thinks Qualcomm is better than Nvidia on what terms? On what terms? I can't see that. I don't think anybody in the room will agree with you, but I don't know. Maybe somebody might. I don't think anybody in the room that Qualcomm is better than Nvidia. I don't think so. I don't think so. AMD and Qualcomm are the top for me. I'm not a big fan of Qualcomm. As a matter of fact, tell you what I'm finna do. Just because you said that, I'm gonna put Qualcomm in here. Just because you said that, QCOM. All right, we're gonna take a look at it. Let's see where it sits in the list. All right, let's start off there, Hamza. Let's see where it sits in the list. It's got a VST. Next is 3 from the bottom. It's 3 from the bottom. And if I were to put in, and that's the beautiful thing about watch lists, NVDA. This is the beautiful thing about a watch list. Look at the VST on Nvidia, 1.46. Look at the VST on Qualcomm, 1.04. And Rimor says Qualcomm is primarily phone chips. Difference. There's difference. And I don't think that you can even put them on the even playing field. We can in the watch list with VST, right? I can put them both on the even playing field and go, really? Qualcomm doesn't even, I don't think Qualcomm can even carry the shoes of Nvidia. But Apple is making its own chips. I know that they are. They have been for a minute. But Apple's chips is for the Apple ecosystem, Ramor. When I look at the chips that Nvidia or TSM are putting out, that's global chips for AI. Apple's chips are for the Apple ecosystem. A little different there, too. Does that make sense, Ramor? There's a little bit different there, too. All right, let's go look at all of these stocks on the graph. So, again, the whole idea was as I built this watch list, you can see where you gave me a stock, where it falls in the list by VST. There's only 2 stocks in the list that have a VST below 1. That's Sirius and Lumen. All right, let's go peep these stocks out. 1-year graph, IESC, gotta love it. RESC, gotta love it. Bottom left, top right, rising earnings, undervalued. Right there, undervalued, relative value about 1.8, relative safety 1.42. It's in an uptrend. RT is above 1, CI is above 1. I love this. That's a good stock. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Let's go to the next one. CDXO. Did have a nice run. Yeah. Can I not click on that? No, I can't. CDXO had a run up until February, though. Took a big hit to the downside. Notice that the stock went below my moving averages. Earnings are still rising on the run now. is undervalued, fundamentally sound. Relative safety is still low, even though it's above 1. It is in an uptrend with this nice 45-degree angle move. Would I buy it now? Man, the stock's got some upside to that February high. Might not be a bad play. Moving average. Just put this on a 3-month graph. I like the play. I'd love to see it take out that level of resistance. But look at that. The 3, the 8, and the 20 all in play. 3, the 8, and 20 all in play. I mean, I like that play. All right, next one. USAP, bottom left, top right, pristine. Little bit of a pullback back in June, July or so. But love the pick. Love the pick. Bottom left, top right. Undervalued. Another undervalued stock. So the reason why I like showing this graph is because VectorVest mantra is to have you in safe, undervalued stocks rising in price in a rising market. This stock is safe. Relative safety above. Oh, it's not as safe as I'd like. It's a little bit more aggressive. But we want to have you in safe, undervalued stocks that are rising in price, RT above 1 in a rising market. USAP looks like a great play. Relative safety is not where I'd like it to be, but I like price action. Nvidia is in the list. Again, trade the chart, not your heart. That's why you want to watch tonight's video. All right. Fix. Bottom left, top right. After a little bit of consolidation, hitting a new 1-year high. Rising earnings, undervalued. RV and RS both above 1. RT above 1. CI above 1. Put this on a 3-month graph. Watch the wicks. No, that's Nvidia. Watch the wicks. There's the wicks. That concerns me. That means the bears are trying to catch control. Even though the bulls have it, the bears are trying to catch control with those big sell-offs with the wicks. It is still above that level of support, though. It broke through support here and now followed through here, but a lot of give back on today's candle. Be careful if you own Fix. All right, be careful if you own Fix. All right, but if you're in it, leave it alone until it hits a stop. Axios or Axos, big pullback from this level of a high. Beautiful level of support right here. The 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in play, but watch as it's rolling over again right here. If you own it, be careful. Watch the 3 and the 8. Watch the 3 and the 8. Heiko, wow, nice looking equity curve. Not a new 3-month high though, but 2 days of wicks on the top of the candle. Got a little bit of selling pressure, but even with the selling pressure, MACD is getting stronger. That's a bullish sign. Down today, again, I'm not going to ever tell you to buy a stock on a down day, but I like the graph. I'd wait for an update to buy it. Pega, right caught in a channel between that level of support, this level of resistance, but I like the 3, the 8, and the 20. Look at that, nicely moving higher from this level of support, just moving on up to the east side. It's going to that deluxe apartment in the sky. I'd like to see it break above that level of resistance sitting at about $72. Would I buy it? Well, if I bought it now, I know that I've got headwinds at 72. If not, I'd wait till it breaks above that, but I do like the move. I do like the move higher. Let's go to ASML. Tough play right now. Again, just like I said about SMCI a couple of days ago, SMCI is a stock that I want to like, I just can't. ASML is in the same situation. It's a stock that I want to like. Remember we were talking about the competition with Nvidia? ASML is in that conversation. It's a stock that I want to like, but I can't. Price action is dictating that it's not the right time to be in it. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes or no? All right, looking for a buying point at ASML, expensive as it is. Buying point. I'm looking to see it get above this level of resistance. I think that's a good level to break through before it gets up to the high. Before it gets up to the high of 1110. I think if it can break through this level of resistance, which is at a price of $936.38, if it can get past that level, the stock's got some room up into that level of the high. All right, that's what I think. That's what I think. All right, that's ASM progressive. Put that on a 1-year graph. Bottom left, top right, new 3-month high, new 1-year high. There's the 3-month. Coming off of this level of resistance, 2 down days, the 3 and the 8 are still holding. If you own it, all I'm going to say is leave it alone. Watch for the 3 and the 8 on an end of day graph. Once they close, you might either want to take half off or get out of stock. You could risk the previous low if you want to try to swing it. That's also true. Remember, folks, I try very hard to just give you the simple stuff. There's a lot more you can do than what I'm saying, right? ATI, the 3 is below the 8, still above the 20. Big down day today. If it breaks down below the 20, that's probably a good opportunity to take that trade off the table. AOSL bouncing off a level of support here, a level of support here, and a level of support here. The big wicks at the top, though, be careful with that. All right, watch those. Those are red flags. ITA, bottom left, top right, 3-month graph, 1 day off the 3-month high. 1 day off the 3-month high. I like the play. All right, I wouldn't buy today. It's a down day, but I like the play coming off this level of support and now bouncing off that level of support, 3 to 8 and a 20 all in place. That is a beautiful looking equity curve. Now, it's interesting that 1 day made the MACD go down. 1 day. 1 day. That's tough. But bottom left, top right, price action, I love it. Price action, I love it. Again, I would buy on an up day, not on a down day. QCOM. Yeah, I'm not, even with what's going on with Nvidia, QCOM has got nothing for me. You know, ain't nothing going on but the rent. I look at QCOM and say, you got to have a JOB if you want to be with me, because nothing from nothing leaves nothing. QCOM, you got to have something if you want to be with me. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say about that. Beautiful level of resistance right here that it's going through. Having a lot of touches, having a hard time breaking through. Having a hard time breaking through. All right. Sirius. It's got a lot of volatility in it, up and down all over the place. A lot of lines of support and resistance. Stopping today right at a level of resistance, which has been touched like 3 times. It's got to break through that. And then my next break point is at this level of resistance up here. All right. I do like the move coming off this level of support. I could draw a trend line as it's moving up and up and up and up and up. I'd really like to see it break through that level of resistance. QCOM will be a key player in data mover tech, and that could happen. And until that happens, I'm not ready to touch it yet. Prakash, are you Are you being serious? Are you making a joke? I think you are. I'm not ready to touch this. It's got to break through that level of resistance first. Lumen. It's below, the 3 is below the 8, and they're both below the 20. I'm not touching this. Maybe an up day today, but from a technical standpoint, MACD is down and getting more negativer. Yes, I made up that word. It's getting more negativer. I'm not ready to touch Lumen. I made some money on it short term, and then I got out. That's it. Look at that. We're at 12:48. Joey, take me to the screen. Oh, I'm already there. Oh, that's it. It's me. All right. So today, again, I didn't take the whole hour, but that was because it was by design, by looking at AI and specifically looking at Nvidia. That was the alert today. Nvidia. Actually, I'm going to start calling it Glenvidia. Yeah, I think that's it. We're going to call it Glenvidia. Anytime you want to know more about Glenvidia, you make sure you come to this channel. It seems like we are the go-to for Nvidia. And we appreciate you having that confidence and trust in us when it comes down to Nvidia. Thank you very, very much for that. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. If you're brand new to the channel and you like the content that you saw today, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you'll be alerted to when videos like this come out, whether it's a live stream or a video. Remember, tonight's video comes out at 6 p.m. I've already recorded a Monday video for the navigation series on Monday, which is all about watch lists. You want to go check that out as well. No need for Janice to sell the video coming later on today. I miss Janice today. I don't know where she is, but I missed it. Jeff says, Glenvidia, love it. Have a great long weekend. That's right, folks. We're off on Monday. We are off on Monday, but there will be video content Monday evening at 6 p.m. All right? So, man, today was a good day. Joey, yeah? Was it a good day? It's not even 1 o'clock. Don't even say it's before 1 o'clock. You can at least say, you could say to yourself, Brother Glenn, thank you, my boy. for making sure we were done before we were done at 1 o'clock. So thank you, my boy. There you go, my boy. All right, with that, folks, you guys have a great weekend. Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. I've been praying for people across the world because I think it's important. Remember, each one helps somebody else. The more we can do that and look out and help lift each other up, we'll have a better society. Odabu, bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste. See you, folks. Later.